Dear one, you are very welcome here. For those of you who know me, welcome back. For those of you who don't, my name is Sophia and I'm a translator, guide for messages that come from the higher realms. We like to do journeys through the self, the layers of the self and the layers of existence. So we travel both inward and outward. That's possible for if you are on this frequency. I hold the frequency. When we travel, we can even move a bit higher, and we are assisted by the different aspects of source, the different principles that might show up as archetypes or just as different aspects of yourself that are not named. We are sometimes helped by extraterrestrial beings that are also part of your consciousness. Remember, we only have one consciousness, and that is what you experienced when you become enlightened. Not just being connected, but being one. That is when you do not envy anyone. You do not blame or compare, because it is all you. In future, I feel I will do more teaching on this channel, and I will do the journeys on the Ko-fi page. I will put a link. It won't cost you anything, but there is also no advertisements, and you can go directly to the page and are not distracted by things you do not even want to see, like the pop-up ads on YouTube. For today, I have heard, it came through, and I also asked in the community posts, if you feel that there's a desire in the collective to connect more deeper and to know also how to connect. As with everything, connecting with Source is infinite. So when you think this is it, I can't get closer to certain, to wisdom or to love, it happens. So that is a good practice to also know that you can connect more and more with more and more aspects of yourself as you grow on the spiritual path. What I have found, there are different ways to connect with Source, but actually you are always connected to all aspects of Source, but you can't perceive them. You can only perceive that which you are the vibration of. So that is why it's good to have a practice like meditation or walking meditation. It doesn't have to be you sitting still. Although sitting still in meditation for at least half an hour to an hour is something that I would, as often as you can, is something that I would recommend if you want to connect truly, deeply with Source. Then practice being aware of Source in everything during your day. To practice that, you can look at clouds, take a few minutes to just observe them without thinking. The same with trees, animals, just observe, become the observer through that practice. And when you are the observer, you are on that Source frequency, that love frequency, especially if you observe with appreciation. So it is not just looking, it is appreciating something without labeling it, without classifying it, without asking anything from it. I was standing looking at the moon, and then I started meditating. The moon, there was branches growing from the moon, and leaves were sprouting. It was all abundant. And then these branches that were bending down, they changed into like a water fountain, like streams of water that were pouring from the moon, and it became a portal. It was almost like a passage through which I walked through the portal, and on the other side of the moon portal I saw a portal that was made of crystal. It looked like clear quartz, and as I was standing in front of that portal, the portal was closed. And that was when I was standing there that they said to me, you should learn to connect. What they want you to know is that when you want to connect, it's not an action. And I want you to understand this. This is how the feminine energy, which is creation, operates. It is a letting go. It is a letting in. And the human mind, the ego, is very afraid of that letting in because it makes you feel vulnerable. Because now the ego is not in control. It does not know what it does not know. So it feels uncomfortable and it wants to protect the human, protect that human side of you. But just practice letting go. It is really like the feeling when you fall or fall backwards, say falling backwards onto a very soft cushion. Falling backwards knowing you will be caught. That is how letting go feels. You let go and then you see. Like I see Mary Magdalene, and she is standing with open arms, saying she will catch you if you let go. She is the first guide that is reaching out for you today in your quest of connecting deeper with the infinite intelligence and love of Source. There is nothing to fear. Nothing can latch onto you, attach onto you, move through you that is not aligned with you. And you are already perfect and worthy. That is why it feels so uncomfortable when you think things of yourself or of others, which is just us in a mirror. If you think things that are not good. But it won't happen when you let go of that fear. Fear of the unknown. Because what are you afraid of? You're afraid of what you will discover. Is there something out there that's going to harm me? Or is there something in myself that I don't want to see? Never. I've never heard of somebody who met that on the higher frequencies where you are, of what they did not want to see in themselves. It is just showing them that you aren't complete without every part of you. So I feel we are called to connect. I see a portal. It looks like woven, almost like woven grass. Like now I'm hearing like a bird's nest. But it is in front of you. It's forming a circle now. It's green. You can take a few deep breaths, close your eyes and travel with me if you want to. Otherwise, just listen and receive. I'm starting to see symbols on this. It's almost like needlework. On the sides it's a circle that's green and it's woven grass, straw, and there's a white cloth in the middle, and now there's the symbol of the spiral embroidered on it. They're reminding us, they're reminding you and me that the feminine energy, like the spider, weaves stories, memories, create. And I talk about the feminine energy knowing that you know you have both energies. This is not gender specific. You have both. And if you are in a female body, you chose to be in a female body, you will have some other advantages in this dimension or in this incarnation that those in a male body won't have. That is true. But as far as the energy goes, we as humans both have masculine and feminine, just like plants and everything else in the universe. But you are reminded that you can create. And you create like a spiral. If you look at a spiral, if you would put a line through a spiral, look at each point on that line. When you reach that point, you might reach the same experience or situation as you have before, but you will reach it on a higher level. If you then have learned what you wanted to learn from that, if you experience it again, you might not even pick up on it because you have dissolved everything that needs to be dissolved, or have integrated it and it has become part of you. So we evolve in a spiral, an upward spiral. I hear that there are certain symbols that are reappearing for you now. You see it often and you have asked what it means. Look at the symbol for yourself, because we leave clues for ourselves, and as we travel we discover it, and it is connected specifically to you individually. It will mean something different for you than for me. Some symbols are universal, and there's a universal current that it carries, and it's also sometimes a portal. But there are other symbols that is only uniquely there for you. For instance, and I have to think of an example. Say for me, a red feather. Okay, feathers there is the aspect of what feathers mean, but specifically a red feather might be connected to a certain experience I had, or a certain entity or deity that I met, and I will connect in that way. They say to always in all time, be intentional. When you become intentional, you engage the mind. So you use that human avatar. You engage the mind, you engage the senses in everything you do. Now, it sounds extreme in everything you do, but the more you do it, the more it becomes natural to be intentional. It's not part of the program or part of conditioning. You do everything reminding yourself what you see in the now. It's being present. So what makes this possible is the silence that you connect with, the silence inside. if you have found that it's possible to, even in chaos, stay connected with that. And if it's really difficult, just keep on bringing yourself back to the present moment. Bring yourself back to the sensation of the colors, of the, I want to say, the weather. Make yourself aware of everything in every moment, because you are walking in a, like in a dream before you wake up. But when you wake up, you are still not home, or you are still not, you have not completed the circle. So you will evolve more and more till you become fully enlightened. Hathor is here. I will see what comes through. So the previous video was cut short when Hathor appeared. There was some interruption here where I'm recording, and I first had to, I still don't know what the disruption was, but now we will travel and see where we are taken. You can take a few deep breaths. I'm shown a woman sitting. She's holding a lantern. She's sitting in that woven circle that I saw. Okay, inside of that there's an iris. Not a flower, the eye. As we move to stand in front of the portal, you will see it is almost a bluish grey as you move through the eye. It is as if this is life-giving. Everything has meaning. I'm seeing a grassland. It's green. Trees scattered, not close to each other. It's not a woods, but it's a grassland with trees. But it's very green, lush. Just stand here and look over this panorama, appreciating. We are in a different timeline or form dimension. The sun came out from behind clouds, but it's behind us, so I can just feel the warmth of the sun rays. It is radiating from the portal that we just moved through. Horus, the eye of Horus, connected to Hathor. She is the one who is here in this space, managing things, I can put it like that. She says that, like these green fields, this is how your reality is now. It is lush, it is saturated with goodness. You are worthy. You did put in a lot of effort listening. You were disciplined while going with the flow. Disciplined in following your excitement in spite of, for some of you others who wanted to ridicule you or call you back to the person you were before, but you stayed true to yourself. Now you are here where you can appreciate and enjoy the fruit of your labor, to use a sentence that we often use. I'm seeing a purple, or a goddess in purple. She has a purple aura. She is translucent. We are following her now. You can just follow. You might just feel the vibration. You might see it's like a lavender purple color, like amethyst. It's also the color that you often see when you move through the third eye portal. But she is in the form of a goddess. She has long hair. As she walks, her hair is actually trailing behind her, and I'm even careful not to step on it. Let's see where she takes us. Just breathe through the heart. Feel the excitement. I hear we are going to see a weaver. She is the weaver goddess. She is opening like a cave. We can go inside. It's protected, safe. You can sit down. It's on. It's almost like the stone forms like a bench or a chair. Like you can sit on that. So it's like a lower stone, and then it carves almost like a sea, and then you have the cave roof. You can sit down. There's some water in a silver pot boiling. It's more like a lamp. I now see it's actually a lamp, like the Aladdin's lamp. And it is from the lamp itself that like steam or smoke escaping. It is hanging on the roof of the cave. Just observe. It is a blue and purple color, a mix, and a bit of white. The cave roof is opening. Now you can see the stars as the smoke moves upwards. The sky opens for us. I hear again abundance like rain, fruitfulness in your spirit, in how you experience your spiritual life, that connectedness, that connection. It is growing and overflowing. It is moving not just like the river that we often see, but like the ether itself. It is moving where you can't move in your human body. You can move in your spirit. You always could do that, but you are becoming aware. It's being activated now. You are becoming aware. You become aware now of how your spirit moves. It is the voice of the feminine. This is how it will be heard, not so much through what is spoken, but through what is felt. Practice this, enjoy this, play with it to connect with other aspects of you, with the other, through these waves, through the movement of your spirit, of your consciousness. Trust is needed, trust in who you are. Doubt is just something that you might notice, but do not give attention to it. Let it pass. Don't get tricked into listening to the voices of the mind, of the thoughts. This is above thought. I hear diamonds. Diamonds might show up for you. It can be the form, it can be the crystal. As we are standing here in front of a diamond portal. But we are not going to move through that now. It's the same portal that I saw when I moved through the moon portal. We have been preparing, we are preparing to move through that in the next days. I hear in the time when the Lionsgate portal opens, we will move through the diamond portal. In the meantime, integrate this knowledge that you received today, these light codes, let it become activated in your DNA as you listen, and thank Source. Be that vibration of gratitude. You can just breathe, say your thanks as we return. Take your time. I see the Weaver Goddess again, the translucent Goddess with the long hair. She's accompanying you as you return fully to the present in your body. Thank you for traveling with, for sharing and co-creating this wonderful journey. Please remember to visit the Ko-fi page. You can also do an energy exchange there if you feel aligned to. I'm sending you my infinite love till I speak to you again in the next video. Goodbye.